Hey everybody, it's Toya Tellin and I'm back with another video. Happy New Year for the ones that I have not said that to so far in this 2024. I haven't been back since 2024, so this is my first video of the year. And I'm here to talk about Sistas, the season 7 first episode. I think the episode is called New Beginnings. So we're going to hop right into it, y'all, because it's a lot going on. Okay, so we first start the episode off with Danny. She was walking to her car and she seen her windows busted and everything. And so next thing you know, this guy came running up behind her and grabbed her, muffled her mouth, and I guess tried to kidnap her. So come to find out, it was all a dream. And I'm like, here we go again with another dream sequence where he opening up the new season, the first episode with a dream. So nothing really happened to Danny. She was just having a bad dream. So come to find out, she has been having these bad dreams often. So Tony, she wake up in the bed with him, frantic. And so he was like, "What's wrong, baby? What's wrong?" And so like a person like me that don't look at the synopsis of the show, I would have never known that we was 3 months later had I would not, read the synopsis of the show. Because they didn't tell us this. So I'm thinking in my head, damn, she sleeping with Tony already? They just started dating. But come to find out, this is 3 months later, y'all. So they're in a relationship. And I'm guessing that they're 3 months in. And y'all already know Preston, he's officially married to Mindy, I'm guessing. So yeah. Now, Tony is telling her that she needs to get some help, needs to get some therapy, talk to someone about these bad dreams because it could be something triggering you from your childhood or something that you might have went through in your past. So Danny, she not feeling it, which I don't understand why. Like, why not be open to therapy? I feel like everybody could use some therapy. It's nothing wrong with therapy. It doesn't mean that you're crazy. It doesn't mean that you're, difficult or anything like that. It's just, it could be some unfound issues that you have not faced and dealt with. You have not, you can't defeat it until you face it. So that's all Tony trying to explain to Danny. But Danny, she's not trying to hear it. So moving right along. So now over at the penthouse, okay, where it's all going down. We see Andy, she's cooking up dinner and everything because surprisingly, she's having a double date with Gary and Penelope. So she's still with Jordan. They have a new character for Jordan. They threw out the old one and brought in the new one. Now, the new one, to me, he's not really, it's not really convincing that Andy is really deep in love with him. Honestly, the last guy wasn't convincing either. But she wasn't deep in love with him either. Not yet. Like, they're 3 months in. So it's just, I don't know. Andy, it's giving that she's really putting on just to get under Gary's skin. But, I mean, who knows? She probably is deep in love with Jordan within 3 months. Because, I mean, it didn't take long for Gary, I don't believe. But either way it go, they're having a double date. So while she's cooking and they're kissing and cuddling and all this cute stuff, Gary and Penelope, they just come on up the elevator. So they walk in and Gary was like, "Sorry we're late." Y'all, Penelope holding her belly. And I'm like, why does she still have this belly? Didn't she say she was, 6 months or something like that? It's been 3 months since then. Like, you should be either about to drop or have already dropped. I don't understand why you're still in the same state. Like, your belly ain't no bigger. You ain't, on bed rest. You still walking around doing double dates. I don't get it. But, y'all, we're going to move right along. But before we move right along, I forgot to say, most importantly, I don't understand why you still with Gary, Penelope. After all of this, I understand you got the baby on the way and you trying to have your happy family and probably save your engagement soon to be marriage. But girl, you gonna let Gary run circles over you like this here? Get it together, Penelope. So now over at Karen's brand new salon, y'all, that she's still trying to get up and running. Pam is now a social media influencer. So she's walking around on her phone, trying to get everybody to tune in, basically. Yeah, tune in to Karen's new salon. Yeah, she's trying to get the clients back, period. So yeah, I feel like that's a good idea. And I like the way the writers threw her in there to be, something other than just Karen's assistant. Like she got something going on in her own little personal life. So I liked it. And I believe I spoke on it in one of my previous videos a long time ago. That I feel like Pam they should have her, doing, like YouTube videos or something like what she's doing now, an influencer. Like, I feel like that's a good thing. So she's getting the word out there about the brand new shop. And y'all, Karen, she probably don't have the shop up and running yet, because come to find out that the last contractor, Brian, and I knew something was up with him. Yeah, come to find out that he done upped and left. Yeah, he done ran he done ran off on the plug, y'all. Period. Yeah, Karen said that she got word that he was having marital problems, and so he chose to take a leave so that he could focus on his family. She don't know what that was about, but either way it go, he up and left her high and dry. Now, I feel like that was his whole motive in the first place. He was just trying to take the money and run. He gonna leave. This is left up to you now. Now you gotta hire a whole nother contractor, spend more money, do a whole nother, floor plan or whatever it's called. So yeah, like you gotta do all of this over again because Brian done got the money and left. He came off as a scammer to me, but maybe that's not the case. I'm just saying that that's how he came off to me. But anyways, so that's what happened with Brian. So she's still trying to get her shop up and running with the new contractor now. So she don't have that yet, but surprisingly, she do have a belly bump. So we do get to see the belly bump this season. And my gosh, the belly bump is big. Y'all been asking for it, baby. Y'all sure got it. Okay, y'all got double what y'all been asking for. Because Karen is out there, okay? She look like she's the one about to pop. Now, I'm trying to think, how far along is Karen? Because I thought Karen was like about 2 months on last season. And it's been 3 months since then. So she's 5 months now. So I'm guessing that she's about to find out what she's having, the gender-wise. But either way, congratulations on Karen's success. Now, Pam was trying to get her to call Zach over there to help with the shop. And Karen was like, I'm not finna call Zach because you already know Fatima is jealous as AF. And she gonna break every bone in his body. Okay? Period. Y'all, they is a mess over there. But I do like their friend dynamic this season. I hope that it continue to grow. And yeah, I think Pam might be right. The problems might have started. The problems in Brian's marriage, the last contractor for Karen, they might have started whenever the girl on the last episode that I did not review, she was in the shop whenever Brian and Karen they drove over there, and Karen was with Brian in the truck with him. And they had stopped and got lunch and everything. Remember, she was talking about, he never cheated on his wife. She was just a little too nosy to the point where I feel like she went and told his wife, if she's not the wife, because who knows, she probably was the wife. But if not, she's close friends with her. Because she just was a bit too nosy and she knew way too much. So yeah, she went back and told their wife what was going on. And that's why Brian had to up and leave Karen hanging with that shot. That's my theory. So over at Zach's place, he hang up with the lady that he was talking to on the phone that informed him that Michael is in foster care and he is right now getting adapted to his new family. And Zach is very sad about that. And I understand, like, he's going through it. He can't get his mind off of it. He can't move out of this one spot on the couch. You know, Fatima trying to get him to see the brighter side, but right now Zach don't see no bright side to this at all. And I understand him. Now, this is what upsets me, is because I spoke on the fact that Fatima come up with so many bright ideas all the time. Whenever they first got the phone call about, with the nosy neighbor about little Michael, and they went rushing over there, and they they went to check on him or something that night. Yeah, they came out the blue to check on him, and the nosy neighbor came outside to talk to him. And while they was talking to her, they heard little Michael scream up there. And that was the night whenever Zach had beat the shit out that dude that was in there, J-Bones. Yeah. Y'all remember the episode. Now, I spoke on that episode, on my review, I spoke on the fact that Fatima should have pulled her phone out and recorded the whole situation. She should have recorded the whole thing. Instead, Fatima pulled out a gun to shoot inside of a home with a child inside of there. And not only that, it's innocent bystanders that's neighbors next door. She started screaming, call 911. Pull out your phone and record this, because now the lawyers is telling her that they need proof of the abuse. They need proof of the mistreatment. They need proof of the neglect. The neighbor have not been recording anything. Instead, she's looking out her window. Yeah. Ready to go talk to the neighbors, to the other neighbors in the neighborhood, and be and you know, and basically be nosy. Gather more information. Just to talk down on Heather. But why are you not documenting this? Document it, so that whenever y'all get in the courts about the situation, y'all will have everything displayed. Period. And it won't be no he say, she say. It's all evidence here. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said that. And now we're here where they need evidence and don't got it. That's why I said these things. And that's what upsets me about this scene. So moving right along. So Sabrina's at her new branch. She's back at the bank. Congratulations to her. She got her job back. And she called Maurice to check on him. Or either he called her, one of them. But she was talking about her job or whatever. And he was like, don't rub it in my face. Because y'all know he didn't get his job back, unfortunately. But hopefully something good will come through for him. Now, she was asking him what he was getting into tonight. Is you and Calvin stepping out on the town? And y'all, Maurice, he hit her with one that she wasn't prepared for. And told her that Calvin, he was like, you must ain't heard, girl. Calvin done moved out. He done left with a white bitch. Y'all. I said it must be Peggy, the same white girl that was putting on the strap on for him. Yeah. Y'all, Calvin say, look, he know where it's real. Yeah, that's why I was telling Sabrina to do you. This whole time, I've been telling Sabrina, do you, baby girl. Because trust me, Calvin gonna do him. Don't let that man control you and run off bro man and every other man that you want to go out on a date and be acquainted with. No. We not doing that. Especially whenever you can just come home and call up Peggy whenever you want the strap on. You can crawl out of my bed and go hop in the bed with Peggy. Because that's literally what Calvin did that morning. It made it seem like Sabrina was tripping. For tripping. What? How am I the one crazy? Oh, we're not together. We're not together. Clearly. We're not together when it's beneficial for you. But you just hopped out of my bed. Stop playing. And that's why I told Sabrina, do you, baby girl? And I'm glad that she is. And she looks pretty happy with Rich, the fella Rich, okay? And speaking of Rich, y'all, we finna get to that because he done popped up at the office. So back over here at Danny's apartment, Tony is still telling her that she needs to seek some therapy. And he also informed her that he was seeking therapy. So she was acting all surprised like, you? Therapy? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, honestly, I don't understand why y'all never had this conversation. Y'all been dating for 3 months. He in your bed every night. I don't understand. How don't you? I don't know. Either way it go, y'all. Danny just finding out that he is in therapy, and she wants to know what he's saying about her inside of therapy sessions. Okay, so they're talking about that now. Back over here at the office, when Rich popped up on Sabrina, he brought her some flowers or something cute, and so they was talking and everything. Now, Rich, he come off as a good, sweet guy, but he also come off as like he's in disguise. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he come out to be controlling. Put it like that. I wouldn't be surprised if Rich come out to be highly controlling in the end of this. Like, when he show his true colors for real, when the honeymoon phase is over, I feel like Rich, like, because the way he was acting whenever Danny called or whoever called, he was like, she was like, this might be one of my girls. And he was like, oh, like, cut that shit out. Like, that's basically what he's saying in his head. Like, you can't be answering your phone for your girls whenever I'm around. I just feel like he that type of guy. And then how he was trying to have sex with her on the desk in her office. Like, somebody might see me. I just got my job back. Dang. Okay? Like, you don't want me to be successful? You can't wait till I get off? Yeah. And then, whenever she wasn't going for that, he tried to see if she can come to the parking lot. Yeah. Let's find a spot at the parking deck. Rich, I still might get caught. Are you thinking about that part? It's like, he come off like he's controlling in a way. And he want things to go his way. But I don't know, y'all. I hope that Sabrina know what she doing with this one, y'all. Because clearly she didn't know what she was doing with Kevin or bro man. Period. Okay, so back over at the penthouse. Andy and Gary sitting around throwing shade at each other, y'all. Andy telling him that she want to loosen the tension. But Gary saying that, do we have tension? Really? Did the tension start whenever you tried to come between me and my fiance that's carrying our unborn child? I'm like, Gary, hold on, wait a minute. When did she try to come in between y'all when she didn't even know about y'all? Let's be real here. You came in between y'all. Stop playing. I'm so sick of Gary. It's to the point where I get him off this show. Like, it's there with me. Get him off this show. Because he ain't doing nothing but abusing women after women after women. Black women. Period. And it's disturbing. Then he gaslighting these women while doing so. So, in the middle of all that, Fatima called because she's trying to get Zach to calm down a little bit, So, she's telling Zach to call Andy so that she can, tell him when they can start the process of the custody battle, basically. So, when Andy gets the phone call, she steps out and she talks to Zach. Zach coming up with a stupid plan talking about, Let's catch Heather up in the act so that, basically things that he wouldn't have to do if he would have took my advice and documented the situation. All the times you popped up over there and you seen all of this going on. You witnessed this with your own two eyes. You could have pulled out a phone and recorded it. That way you wouldn't have to be trying to plot like this in ways that could get you in trouble and make it harder for yourself. Which is what Andy told him. So yeah, that's a no-go, period. So we're going to move right along. Even though I hope Zach do get custody of Lil Michael. I really do hope so. Because Heather, she does not deserve to be a mom. She does not deserve to have him in her custody. Because she's not going to take care of him in the right way as a mom. And that's sad to say. So I'm rooting for Zach with this one. So over at the penthouse, Gary and Andy still going back and forth. Gary trying to create more attention while Andy trying to let it go. But Gary, he too full of himself to the point where he feel like Andy is his. So yeah, the tension is showing real broad right now. Like it's bold. And Penelope act like she don't see it. Clearly Jordan does. But Penelope, she's acting like she don't see that Gary is still in love with Andy, period. Like, he's in his feelings because your brother that's his woman now. So, he throwing jabs left and right. Now, Jordan is doing some kind of campaign thing. So, Gary, he decided to stunt. Okay? So, he pulled out his cash out. And he cashed out Jordan $100,000. Now y'all know he ain't really cash out, but y'all, I'm just being funny. But he sent it to his campaign $100,000. Yeah. So Andy was like, no, you can't take that. Jordan was like, yes, we can. Okay. But Andy was like, look, you don't know Gary like I do. That's a control tactic that he does in order to be able to control you. So if you take that money, he's going to find a way to pull you into his clutches like he always do. But Jordan, he feel like he can outsmart Gary. I feel like, me personally, I don't see nothing wrong with him accepting a donation because it's just a donation. It's not like he's going into an investment with him or signing some kind of contract. So, either way it go, whatever he try to control, long as it's not in writing, it's nothing you can really pretty much do to control it. It's how I see it. So, I feel like, hey, we $100,000 up. What's so wrong with that? Now, after Gary did that little move right there, he said that he had to go drain the whistle. Now, I thought he meant going to go do number one. Y'all know what number one is. But instead, y'all, Gary was talking about doing number three. Okay. He skipped number two and went straight to number three, y'all, when he got in that bathroom. He went searching around. I didn't know what Gary was looking for. I thought he had done hid something, and was trying to see was it still there. And y'all, he must have found one of Andy's dirty panties, one of her used panties that she must have just was drunk one night. Y'all threw in the drawer, didn't feel like going to the laundry. Ain't no telling why it was there. But either way go, she had one of her used panties inside of the drawer. And y'all, Gary must have did the unthinkable. He started jacking off while sniffing Andy's panties in her bathroom. In the meanwhile, Penelope and Jordan, Andy, and Penelope was all in the living room still talking, sipping on wine. And so Penelope was like, Andy was like, what's taking Gary so long in the bathroom? Penelope was like, I don't know, but let me go check on him. Y'all, when Penelope walked in that bathroom, Gary was going to town. Y'all, Gary in his right hand was going to town, okay? To Pound Town. Shout out to Sexy Red. Gary was going to Pound Town while sniffing Andy's panties. I'm talking about, he was all in it. I was like, and then Penelope straight walked in and called him an egg, y'all. She said, Gary, what are you doing? Gary was like, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. Penelope said, well, it looks like my fiance is jacking off to his ex-girlfriend's panties. Y'all, it was a mess. Totally disturbing. Po Penelope, like I said. But that was the end of this review. Y'all can drop down in the comments below and let me know what y'all think about this episode. I feel like it was a good episode. I like the fact that there's new writers. I like that the scenes aren't too long. They're not, just basically just too long is what I'm trying to say. Like, ain't nobody got time for all that. Like, move to the next scene. Go on. Give us some more tea. Give us much tea as you can in one episode. And I like that they're doing that. It feels like they're doing it. So I feel like it's gonna be a good episode. I mean, a good season. It's gonna be a good season, and it was a good episode. So I'll be back with more commentary on the next review. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Tilly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great night and a happy new year. Peace.